Hello everyone. Today's video doesn't focus on Gore in the real world. I thought we'd step away from Gore in the real world for today's video and focus on something else a little bit different. However, even though today's topic isn't real, it's still going to come off as quite weird and quite disturbing. It was a video that I'd completely forgotten about until I was watching the dark side of YouTube and this video came up, and it really released a lot of old memories, if I do say so myself. I remember it starting off as this creepypasta that I read through, and it was to do with My Little Pony. Not that I've ever been a fan of My Little Pony, like, ever, but it really creeped me out from seeing anything related to My Little Pony for quite some time. I swear, I'm not a brony. As you know, some people in various fandoms make some very, very weird things, be it Rule 34, creepypastas like we're talking about today, or something just so weird and strangely unique that you've never seen on the internet before. For example, Shrek having sex with Lord Farquaad. I think that's a thing. Shrexual intercourse. Now this particular one came in the form of a My Little Pony Gore video. A 3-minute long Gore video on YouTube by a YouTube channel named Cupcakes Revival, though I do think that the original owner isn't Cupcakes Revival, I believe it's somebody else. And it's basically based off of a creepypasta. Now while you might think that cartoon Gore is goofy or funny, it really is just the overall strangeness and surrealism of this video that got me at the time, where I must have only been about 14 or 15 at the time of viewing this video. And coming into the 2010s, cartoon Gore was quite popular at the time, especially on sites like Newgrounds, and you also had various TV shows that featured animated Gore. For example, one particular Gore video on Newgrounds included Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, Sonic the Hedgehog was running through Emerald Hills being chased by Robotnik, and on this occasion, Robotnik wins. Sonic falls to the ground and breaks one of his legs. But that's not all. Robotnik comes over, grabs Sonic's other skinny leg, and snaps it in half, and then watches Sonic die. There's also another video which I first saw on YouTube, another Sonic video by the way, including Shadow the Hedgehog. Now there's a Halloween party going on, and Shadow shows up to this Halloween party. And now for some reason, Shadow goes absolutely batshit crazy and starts basically shooting everybody up in the house. It's a gore fest. And these sort of things really give off Happy Tree Friends vibes, which is just another cartoon Gore series I wouldn't actually mind talking about. That's also pretty gruesome, and it starts off looking like a child's TV show. It's another very, very morbid one. Now the video we're talking about today is called Cupcakes, and it starts off as a very average sort of TV show. It starts off as looking like a very innocent My Little Pony video, despite the fact that they're actually dancing to a song by Andrew WK, which is well named Ready to Die. Now I'm pretty sure the proper original video actually included some really gritty voice acting, which made this whole thing a little bit creepier at the time. I don't remember it being a music movie video sort of thing. I remember it having full voice acting, screaming, crying, the lot, and that must have really freaked me out at the time, because this video just seems a little bit silly now. It just seems to be a lost video, and I'm not expecting this video to turn into a lost media video either. I just remember it because the voice acting was really good, but really bad at the same time. Now this video claims to have been made by a Hasbro employee, as we see the logo at the start of the video. and the only evidence of this actually belonging to somebody who used to work at Hasbro is just this logo on the start of the video, so there's not really any evidence that this person used to work at Hasbro. Anyway, the video in question features a really pissed off Pinkie Pie torturing and ripping Rainbow Dash apart until she's dead. She starts off by offering her a cupcake, which Rainbow Dash finds a little bit weird considering she thought that she was there to help Pinkie Pie make these cupcakes that she's just been offered. So already something's a little bit suspect. Now Rainbow Dash is basically drugged by these cupcakes, in which she wakes up tied to a metal bed, while Pinkie Pie stands at the end of the bed, dressed in unicorn flesh or pony flesh, and a necklace made out of unicorn horns. It would be after this that Pinkie Pie would eventually torture her to death. She'd rip off her wings, electrocute her, open her up, take out her liver, take out her insides, and eventually take out her heart, leaving her for dead. You're an ingredient now, Rainbow Dash. She also, to finish it off, stuffs her body to keep as an ornament at the very end. And as you can tell, the whole concept of this video is extremely morbid, as this is basically characters from a child's TV show that we're looking at, performing all these odd, disgusting acts. We're seeing a character who's usually quite cheerful turn into a cannibalistic, psychotic murderer. Now the original creepypasta was actually written by somebody named Drecker Jones under the name Sergeant Sprinkles. The story started off on, God forbid, 4chan, eventually moving to other sites in January 2011, and these were mostly pony or brony sites. I imagine it was intended just to be a troll story, but then ended up gaining quite a lot of traction, eventually making its way onto sites like Creepypasta, as well as having, you know, animated animated adaptations of this thing. And bronies on various My Little Pony sites, as well as other areas, absolutely despised this story. They literally banned this story, videos of this story, voice recordings of this story, anything to do with this story off of literally every single platform that any brony owned. And posting the video, whatever voice recording of the video, the story itself, would sometimes result in people being IP banned from these things that these bronies owned, be it forums or social networking pages and whatnot. And some of the stranger bronies actually really enjoyed this story, to the point that there are countless alternate endings to this story. And just to roll off a few, these include other ponies being tortured, fucking SWAT team ponies bursting through the door and taking down Pinkie Pie by shooting her, you name it, that alternate ending is probably done. See, they also have conspiracy theories as to why Pinkie Pie did what she did in this story, this completely fabricated, made up story which had nothing else to it. Pinkie Pie lost her mind in an episode of, I don't know, is it Friends or something, My Little Pony Friendship or something, not Friendship is Magic, I don't remember. Anyway, she lost her mind in episode 25 during an episode called Party of One. This was an episode where Pinkie Pie would invite all the ponies to a party that she was hosting, in which pretty much everybody would make up an excuse as to why they can't go to this party. This gave Pinkie Pie the gradual idea that none of these ponies actually liked her, which basically sent her off into a killing spree, and Rainbow Dash is one of the very many ponies that we see being tortured by Pinkie Pie. It made her overthink, and it made her descend into madness. and the video has been taken down and put on YouTube many times, which is why I know there's a version that I've seen quite a long time ago, including some really gritty voice acting which actually worked out really well and would still be very creepy today. Now I saw that one rather than the Andrew WK music video one. Viewing this one, the Andrew WK one, was the very first time that I'd actually viewed this one, but it'd be, I guess, nice to see the original one that I saw, if it can be found, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. But I know it'd still be very creepy today. So I know that today's video was basically based off of a creepypasta, and I have said before that I would never cover creepypastas, but I just found this one particularly interesting because, one, it's a disturbing aspect of the world, it exists on our planet, and it's a video which I don't know how the hell they got the idea to create a My Little Pony Gore video, but it's here on the internet and it exists. And yeah, that's a little bit about the My Little Pony Gore video. Hope you guys enjoyed the little change to today's video, and it was still a little bit gruesome. Obviously this is the end of the video now, and I'd like to think I've included clips from the video, so hopefully it's been a bit gruesome. You've learnt what it was like in 2011, the cartoon Gore era, I suppose. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and I will see you in the next video.